Gun noises.
Gun noises. Yeah, mate. Oh, fuck gun noises. But we don't have a gun. But we make gun noises.
Finger cat. Pew.
What it does, what is poppin', everybody? My name is C.
And my name is No Sean.
And my name is Dahn.
In the building. And welcome to episode 89 of Bad Habits of Podcast. 89.
There it is.
Fucking hell.
I was thinking we talk about this after. Yeah, we should try and figure something out interesting to do for the hundo. Maybe.
Yes. What day? We can figure out what day that falls on.
It'll be 11 weeks from now, I guess.
11 weeks from now.
What's that? 3 months.
Let me check
So June?
my calendar.
Some shit?
Stack of weeks.
What's it? 27th. So
Maybe we can get some comments from the listeners. What do you reckon we should do? Fun segments, themed show, songs we should talk about. Well, not songs. Maybe an album that's coming out.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing. I wonder what we could do for it. Like, 100 episodes is pretty crazy.
It's great. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
For this little side thing. First of all, what are you sipping on, Nosh?
Aveling Pilsner.
Love it. Nice little crusher.
Beauty.
I got this one, that HYTN. I think it's Heighten. It's not really showing up there. Oh, there you go. And it's rosewater lemonade, 5 milligram THC. You know the fucking vibes. Nice and light.
Rosewater lemonade. Sounds fancy.
Yeah, it's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty fancy. So,
Fans.
So Dan is back. Dan is back at the building after I think 2 episodes off. I think one time you were moving, and then the next time you were
I was in England,
in the UK. So
yeah, I'm back.
Gallivanting
welcome back.
The world.
Thank you.
Gallivanting.
Thank you.
So let's run the mandem through. So what's going on? I don't know if you want to talk about the movie. We're going to talk about the bidet as well.
Oh, yeah.
So whatever you want to talk about first, I'll just let you kind of like talk about the move, the bidet, the travel, whatever you want.
Yes.
Run that.
So yeah, I moved into a new place, and my girlfriend was helping me move everything. She bought me a bidet, and so we had to install a bidet and everything. And so yeah, the moving was great. That was like a whole day thing. It was quite long, but then and then we got a bidet. And the bidet has like changed my life. It's insane.
How's your Batty?
It's so clean. It's the cleanest ever.
Can we eat off
beautiful. It? You could eat off it.
Eat off that Batty.
Off the whole. Oh, it's beautiful.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
the selling point. You could eat off the Batty. That is the selling point. It is beautiful.
So this episode name, Eat Off the Batty?
Eat Off the Batty.
All right,
that is it. Beautiful.
Ready to
wow.
But like, yeah, it's fucking sick. Like, it's like a little robot thing. You turn it on, and it goes straight into the Batty. It's beautiful.
In your ass.
Or no pause?
No pause. No pause in it. No pause in it.
Okay, fuck the pause.
No pause. But it's great. Get everything. Get everything down there. It's beautiful. It's just the best experience.
All the cobwebs.
All the cobwebs that you wouldn't usually get. Beautiful.
I'm going to come take a shit at your place.
You need to. No, I mean, I recommend you do.
Alright. I insist.
I insist. I really do.
No, you're going to come up to Montreal, my G,
and
test out. I'm jumping on the bus tomorrow. What do you mean?
Let's fucking go.
Actually amazing. But yeah, it's sick. And we got the temperature controlled one, but we can actually install the way it works is you get like 2 adapters. One like connects the toilet to the faucet, and the other one connects the faucet to like the temperature thing, which all aligns. But then we couldn't actually do the temperature control thing because I had to drill a hole into my sink. But I couldn't do that because I feel like the landlord wouldn't like that.
Yeah, I just don't know. I mean, it might be okay.
It might be fun because I feel like the hole just needs to be small, but I just don't know if I want to risk it.
Yeah,
Straight.
I don't know. I could ask.
You need to actually rent some tools. Like I do not have those types. That's the other reason too. Because I was like, if I had the big ass drill where you can just get this bit that like drills the hole, because the hole is probably going to be like a solid.
Yeah, I reckon.
I don't know, dime or nickel, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So like. Yeah, anyway.
It needs to be quite hot.
Either way, though, it's working well as is without the temperature control.
Yeah, cold water was great.
Beautiful. Had you used one before?
Yes, I used one when I was in Italy.
But a real one? Like the porcelain one that looks like a toilet bowl?
The separate. Yeah, you squat over it, it's great. But then this one's different because the pressure is like, because the whole seat is covered by the Batty, isn't it? So then the pressure is just like, you can just, because mine pressure controlled as well. You can go higher pressure and just straight away.
For those more tougher to clean situations.
Situations, it's like...
Wow.
It's just beautiful.
It just gets every little nugget out.
Everything. All the cobwebs, everything, man.
The whole works. So, like, then afterwards, so, like, okay, so walk me through it. So you finish up squishing out the nugs.
Yes.
And then
the way I do it is the way I do it personally. How I'd recommend people
take notes, Nosh, please.
Let's visit the bathroom with Dan. You ready?
Yes, exactly.
Need some music for this one, see if
Do
it's
it.
sound effects.
Yeah, what sound effects do we have? What about?
Oh, I like that one.
Why are you gay?
Oh, that one. Yeah,
that one.
maybe that one works.
Something appropriate, please. Something appropriate.
All
Sound
right.
department is slacking. I think it's my fault.
Yeah, no, it's I don't know. What about?
I like that one. That was good.
Oh, that's a little.
Why you always do this to me?
All right,
That'll do.
I like
It's
that
enough.
one.
that's enough now. Okay,
So yeah,
squishing them out.
Squish them out. Finish, but then you wipe with tissue regular.
Okay.
And then you get to a point where you're like, okay, maybe I'm done, but
Oh, so you do have to.
you can. I've heard different ways. People do it before.
I'll just
People do
let
it.
it blast, bro.
Yeah,
Just clean it
because I know people who
one,
just
two.
do the thing and then you wipe after, less toilet paper. But for me, what I prefer is I get off the
Nugget.
majority first, and then I
serious.
shoot up with the bidet, and then I finish off with normal toilet paper after that
to dry her up.
to dry it.
Double check, make sure it's
Double check, yeah, it's like a
Go.
double check too.
Okay. All right.
But then a lot of
Tactics.
people typically just use the water first, and then they wipe after.
That's what I would think I would do.
Yeah.
I recently discovered the wet wipes. I've never used them in my
wet
life.
wipes are great.
I think I
They're
showed
great.
you last time.
Yeah.
When you got them in the last couple, whenever I saw you last and showed
Yeah,
them, like a week or
yeah.
two ago or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
And like, have you used those Nosh, the wet wipes?
I seen them, yeah.
Yeah. So I
Put them
never.
in the bathroom.
Okay, word. So I never. I don't use paper no more. I'm like wet wipe. That's it. That's all I'm rocking with.
That's a game changer as well.
As long as your dunny can take them down, because sometimes if you got a
Yeah.
low flow toilet,
Mm.
then all of them.
So I usually you only use like 3 or 4. Like it's not that many. And I'm going to detail, but you like fold it over. Once it's not
go
like
into detail when you say
super like you've cleaned out most of it, and you do
The
a
how
little.
to wipe your batty, like
All of
that's
us are
what we're
talking
here
about. This is detailed.
Yeah.
This is life
for.
advice,
Detailed
guys.
experience. We're
This is- this is
decades
real
into
shit.
wiping bum holes for kids.
If you're 15, we're changing everything for you
changing
right now.
everything.
Oh man.
And I like the one on the actual packet says tested with plumbers or something, and they are advertised as flushable wipes. So I'm not putting like 15 in there like toilet paper. You're using 3 or 4 of these things. It's a much smoother, literally, experience. But I would love to use the bidet to do that first part, because what I have noticed is that these things are a little bit on the thinner side.
Yes.
And because I would use.
Should be like just as a final frontier. You shouldn't be using them as the whole package. Maybe.
I won't go into any further, but I'm just preferring it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you off
Yeah.
air. I just feel like
dig
it
it.
works a bit nicer for me. I see
dig
what
it.
you're saying. I don't think you are supposed to use that exclusively. You're right.
But it's better I get fully.
It's
on
like,
the same page.
do you want to spend the money on it? Like it's $4 for the packet, but it's probably on. I think it's $4 for a packet of like, when I say 50. But then what's a thing of shit tickets is like $5 or $6.
Yeah.
So like it's definitely a lot more value in that.
Yeah.
I love this.
But I know we're going deep in this. So I would
Oh my
love
God.
the opportunity to clean her off first.
Yeah.
Then you take her home with the wet wipe.
Yeah. Oh,
You know what I mean?
That's a good combo.
Like
Very
just
good combo.
get rid of it all.
Yeah.
Okay, so does it go around or like does it go right?
My
Or-
thing has a you can change like where
Does it, like,
the
move
direction a little bit. You can change the direction
to make sure that it like
to make sure it
so you can
either-
calibrate it.
You can get
You have a
mine
joystick,
kind of goes
it's an
like
arcade game.
it's like
That
either
would be
like,
so sick.
like that.
Like
That's
Like
literally
Street
what it's
Fighter,
like.
doing like combinations and shit.
B B A X X up down left right. Yeah.
That is literally it. But yeah, my thing like you can move it up and down a little bit. Depends on where you want to go, where you want to you can go
Down
a bit
back A,
further and
down
just
back
see
A.
which- exactly that.
Alright.
Exactly that.
Okay. So
Yeah, it's
overall,
great.
highly recommended.
Highly recommend 10 out of 10.
Do you think? I think this kind of opens it up for like maybe bidet sponsors for the podcast.
Yeah.
I feel like we could
Living-
passionately.
Living Basics, reach out.
Oh my
You know what I'm
goodness,
saying?
yo,
Please.
Tushy, give us a shout. Let's
Tushy,
go.
Living Basics, we're here.
Forever.
I feel like either one we welcome you,
We welcome you.
and we want our whole entire community
Mm-hmm.
to
To
welcome
have
you.
clean bums.
We want their assholes to be fucking like Dan's is,
Mhm.
and just
Ready to eat off, like we started it off with. Like,
Eat off the
everyone wants
bucket.
their asshole to be eaten off of. Okay, that's
Exactly.
the goal for everybody.
That's the goal.
you're
One
not
asshole
lying.
at a time.
We'll get
it
there.
done.
We'll get it done. One
Yeah.
asshole at a time.
That is the slogan.
Okay.
I love.
So bidet, moving. Now, you just got back from the UK last week.
Little impromptu trip. And Mum had surgery, which was good. Went well.
She's blessed, yeah?
Yeah, just looking after, make sure everything is all good. Me, Dad, and my brother looking after Mum and everything. And by the day I was like leaving, she was like heading out and shit, going to Birmingham and stuff, which was good. She was doing her
normal
thing.
shit.
Normal shit, basically.
Okay. So
but yeah, I think she has food poisoning now, though. She has food poisoning, which is great. But then other than that, she's all good there. And just chilled with my friends a little bit, caught up with them, went around London, and it was quick. Everything had to be done very short, and it was very tiring because it was like
you couldn't even take a day to chill.
Yeah, exactly.
No, gotta go tomorrow.
If it wasn't like going out, it was just working. If it wasn't working, it was just doing something.
Yeah, you didn't really like. You went pretty hard with the work.
Yeah. So it was quite good. It wasn't too bad at all. So but then my final day, which was the longest, because I went to London to buy a few like novelty gifts and shit. And then on that day, I went to see my friend, and I went to grandma's, and I went to see Darren, and then I went to see. Came back after that. It was just such a long day, just like non-stop. But then it was good because I got to see Darren's dog, which was great.
I saw the photo. So Darren is Dan's brother.
Yes.
And he has this cute. What kind of dog is it?
Multi-poo.
Oh, it's a multi-poo. Oh, fuck. And it's like, what's his name?
Nigel.
Nigel, yeah.
Good dog. Good dog. He's teething.
Sick dog name.
He's teething. He's like 6 weeks old. He's great.
That's so young though. I don't know if I want to get a dog that young.
Yeah, but he's a good dog though, because like he doesn't really wet the bed or wet. Like, anything. Because he wakes them up when he needs to go to the toilet.
Which is an outdoor thing.
Yeah, outdoor thing. Okay. Outdoor thing. But then, they've had no problems. But yeah, he's teething, so he likes to bite a lot. It's cool. Cool dog.
I love him. And he's like not shedding.
No, he doesn't shed.
And he's like a dark one.
He's dark multi.
A lot of the ones I've seen online, because we're looking at getting a multi-poo. I think we talked about the dog thing on here. I was telling you. And they seem to be like a tan.
You can get a tan one. Yeah, I like the tan one. The tan color's cool.
No, I didn't even know they came in the other color, though, which is dope. So, because I didn't know it was a multi-poo. I knew he had a black dog, but I didn't know that it was that breed.
Yes.
I guess it's a magic of mixed
breeding. Yeah.
Okay.
But they're cool dogs. Great dog. But yeah, and now, then I came back on when did I come back? On Wednesday, I think I came back. Okay. And it was great. The flight I arrived literally, because I was waiting for my phone to arrive. I got a new phone, iPhone 13 Pro Max. Don't chat to me if you haven't got one. And
don't talk to me with that. If you're poor.
If you're poor, then I'm sorry. I'm cancelling everyone.
Brokey McBrooksteins.
Exactly. And we waited for it to arrive. And then as soon as it arrived, it was like 2 hours to my flight. So then we just drove like 45 minutes to the airport. It was great. I arrived there an hour before the flight. And then, straight from London to Toronto. And I was meant to be waiting 2 hours. So the first flight was great. We had a few meals on the plane as well. It was easy. And, then from there, I had 2 hours to wait in Toronto. I went straight to the Air Canada service desk. I was like, yo, there's a flight in between. Can you get me on it? They're like, yeah, we'll get you on it. And then I got the earlier flight. But it was good until I got on the flight, and the fucking turbulence for literally straight 40 minutes. It was hell. I thought my life was over. I thought God concluded my chapter. Like, I was done.
Oh my goodness.
It was so scary. They didn't take off the seatbelt sign at all throughout the whole flight.
I think it was a bad day that day.
It must
really
have been.
Windy and
it was worse because they were like, we're expecting a smooth flight, blah blah blah, and then we went off. We took off and it felt like this. Let me go on this hand. It felt like this. Just constantly felt like that.
Like you were constantly dropping.
Yeah. It felt like the pilot was struggling. It was horrible.
Honestly, I hate flying so fucking much.
Yeah, I've gotten used to flying because I hate it as well, but I've gotten used to it because I have to do a lot of I've had to do a lot of journeys since coming here. But then, other than that, we got there pretty quick. No delays or anything. So
that's dope.
And I did get to come like an hour early, which is great.
Which is, it's still so weird to me that they just Montreal's the second biggest city in the country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you used to be able to get direct because when I first moved here, they let me book direct no problems. But then they revised it like a day before. They're like revised flight. You're going from Toronto. Going to Toronto, and I was like, okay, whatever.
Okay, so what I've heard, so when we go to Australia, I typically would go to LA. When me and Nosh went back in the day, we asked to go through Vancouver because we didn't have our immigration sorted, but we had to go back for family shit. Yeah. So we didn't want to go to the States. But the last 2 times I went, it was always Montreal to LA and then LA direct to Melbourne. Yeah. When we went with Tiff and her mum in 2018. The flight was at say it was out of Toronto at 11 a.m. and went and the exact same. You can go either off from Montreal or Toronto direct to LA. Obviously, that's that's the biggest hub on the West Coast. And it was 11 a.m. You got there at I don't know, 2 p.m. Pacific time or some shit. And then the flight to Australia was at 10 or 11 p.m. So from 2018, we get there. You get your bags. It's weird the way LAX works. I'm not sure if you remember, Nosh, or if you've been.
I've never been LA.
So you got to get your bags off the plane. And then if you've got a connecting flight, then you got to go check it in this tiny little baggage checking room. It's a weird process.
Very weird.
And then you're good. So then you're just outside, and then you got to walk back in to check in anyway. So that's the process, even if you're in the same flight. If you've got a connecting flight and you're not going anywhere. So the day we did that, you arrived there, and we're we've got 8 hours. So we went and we took Clover to the Hollywood sign.
Oh, wow. You just did a lot of tours.
Oh, bro. We went to, where did we go? We went for brunch on Melrose. No. Yeah, Melrose. And to walk, bless you, walked around Fairfax, that type of hood. But bless you, went to the Chinese theater with the Walk of Fame thing.
Wow.
Took a Uber up to the Hollywood sign, which no fucking cell phone reception type shit, all the way up to the Hollywood sign. And then went to a brewery, which unfortunately closed down now, Modern Times, the Dankness Dojo in downtown LA. Had some beers there. It was fucking sick. It was the best way to do it. So then in 2019... the only flights out of Montreal and Toronto are 5 p.m. Oh. So it's better because I don't like mornings, so it was fine. But it was wild annoying because then you get there just as you're about to get onto the
next flight.
The next flight. So I guess all I'm trying to say is that you said they used to do it. That's an example of something that they changed. It's like they made this decision of all right, this is a new schedules. You cannot go to LA. Because, think about it. You could have left to LA here in the morning and you're there at 2 p.m. Got the whole day ahead of you. If that was your final destination.
Yeah, yeah.
With regard to, now you got to be there, not going to get there till it's you've wasted the whole day.
Yeah,
you're right. It's just so fucking dumb. And it's so stupid that you continually have to go to Toronto.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure we fly over Montreal. I'm pretty sure because I was looking at the map and it said
over
Montreal to then go back to... It's silly, it's annoying, but it is what it is.
It's one of the downsides of sort of being in not the largest place.
Yeah, yeah.
So it just sort of depends, because even in Melbourne, it was the second biggest city too, and it was always annoying. It was Sydney got everything, and then maybe a concert sometimes. Sometimes if it was one of those rare things, they just come for one show in Sydney, then they'd leave.
Similar to here.
But then if they go on a tour, they'll do them all, whatever. But I think it's the same problem with
Montreal and Toronto.
With the flights, with Montreal and Toronto, and the flight thing. I think it applies the international. Yeah, I don't fucking know why they do it this way. It's so dumb.
The check-in thing is weird in LAX. That's not normal.
No, I've never been anywhere in the world that does it.
The way they did it. For me on the second flight, so I had carry-on the whole time. I just got carry-on a small suitcase, which was fine. It fit on the long haul flight, but then in the Toronto flight. I rolled it on, but then I tried to fit in the overhead.
It wouldn't fit.
Wouldn't fit. The guy goes, "It's fine, I'll just check it in." The guy literally walks out with my thing, checks it in, and then that was it.
Oh, because they always try to get you to check it in. They don't want you to bring stuff on, but it's almost it's actually probably the best way to do it is to get away with it. Then they'll check it for free because they always charge that $50.
No, that's what my friend's mum does it as well.
That's how you do it.
She has a lot of bags, and then she just tries to bring it all on, and then they're like, "Oh, don't worry, we'll take it all free for free." And I'm just like,
and you're like,
fair enough.
Okay, gang. That's
smart.
The little plug.
Mm-hmm.
You know
but then now I'm here. Now I'm here.
Now Dan's back in the building.
Watching Top Boy season 2. I haven't finished it yet. 2 more episodes. But then that's
out
it.
Here.
Out here,
Dan's back. Well, welcome back, sir.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
To have the man Dan back. So we've covered that. That's beautiful. So we got you all caught up. We got a whole bunch of dumbass shit to talk about right here. So I might just go into some Yeezy updates.
Yes.
So I finally got the Grails, the Wave Runners,
Oh.
the 700 V1 Wave Runners. These are the shoes I wanted forever.
Beautiful.
I managed to get 3
forever.
3 wins, and it's a problem. So
what's the other size you got?
They was all the same size. That's a problem. So if you want, I got a box in the room. So what happened was I hit on retail. I hit on basically you go into a draw. So I went on.
Man's won the lotto, fam.
I won all. Well, Tiff on her phone won it, and she's never used it before or never won anything, which is very rare for particularly for a hyped shoe. So I think they were really expensive. So I think people aren't really buying them like that. So she got it, I got it on the app, and then I got the retail. So the retail is just a reservation. So I was able to bail on the reservation. And so then I still got the second pair. I had some dude posting on Reddit. I'm all over the Yeezy subreddit. And some dude here said he wanted to buy it. But then I followed up, and he was like, oh, man, yeah, I can't really, don't want to spend that right now. I'm like, fine. So I was put it on StockX. But they're super fire. I posted the fit. I did a sick fit. Went to get a coffee yesterday. Maz was drippy. And I did the thing where you posted on the subreddit. And Mads would like fit his flames and stuff. Mads
they like it.
Yeah, I was a bit worried because they tear people.
Photo. Let's see it. Let's see
the Reddit post.
Let's see the Reddit.
Break this whole thing down. Show me what you showed me before we started.
Oh yeah, because no said to stop talking about it because we'll talk about it here. Okay, hang on. Wait. You gotta give you all. Okay, so
you posted this photo and did what to it?
It's great when you get recognition on Reddit.
Yeah, you need to, right?
It's great.
So this is the photo, and I did the thing where I just blur my face out because I guess I got like a weird Reddit account, and it's not really like most people cover their faces. I never even thought about it, unless I've seen other people do it. So I got the wave runners.
It's all about the drip. That's it.
All about the drip. This is the
only.
So see that little thing here? It says, wear your Yeezys, gang. It's like a little thing you can tag on the Yeezy subreddit.
The little flare.
Right.
Yeah, the little flare, exactly, for people who don't know what that is. So I just like broke down what it is. And like I said people like tearing this stuff apart, which I'm tapping the phone like it's... So I got the Yeezy jacket, the black Yeezy Gap jacket. I got the light brown Yeezy Gap hoodie. I got the Fashion Nova camo pants and the wave runners. So mans were pretty... I was like, I want to test it out. Fit goes bonkers. Fire emoji. Fit 3 fire emojis. And then someone was like, I thought it didn't have pockets, which is a shit comment. But I got like 12 upvotes, which I thought I was going to get a new asshole ripped with this one. So,
Some boost it downs.
I was pretty, exactly. So I need the bidet, you know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you didn't, mate. You know what I'm saying?
You know the vibes. So if anyone wants to, I'm going to put them on StockX probably for now, I guess, because I'm like, whatever. The problem is like there were like 4, they're pretty expensive. And the amount for my size will, like, by the time you take the fees off, it might make, because I don't care about making money off it or anything, but it'd be like, because I don't want to be those pricks. I hate these motherfuckers who do the resell. It's just because I got stuck with it and there's nothing you can do for the second pair. So we had to let it go. But the good thing, it gets Tiff the points on her app. And so then if she needs to get stuff, that means it's going to build her things up on that. So, the vibes. So if anyone wants 12.5, size 12.5, Yeezy 700 wave runners, you know what I'm saying? You know the vibes. I was going to say if it was someone in Toronto, I was trying to trade them, to be honest, just for Tiff's size, and then she could have a pair. But some dude said he had them. I sort of just felt weird because it was like, I just didn't trust him because it's
just too eager.
Too eager, and he was broken English and said he was in Toronto and blah, blah, blah. And I bet they would have been like, nah, so you just need you to send them here. And there would have been some like bullshit. So I was like, you know what? I'll just sell them. I didn't give a fuck. Yeah, I didn't even care. I just don't want to deal with it. So, that's the Yeezy update. Were there any other Yeezy updates? The next one they're dropping is the Zebras on the day before my birthday.
Zebras.
Oh, nice.
The Zebra 350s. So I'm going for them, but I'm starting to get a bit ridiculous. So.
Yeah,
decent.
No, Matt's the drip over everything.
Exactly.
The drip box.
The drip
box.
Cool. The drip box. I only got 1 spot left. So I got 11 pairs now, which is a little bit crazy.
Okay,
yeah, it went a little hard. So this Tuesday, the day after I guess this episode comes out, Tiff and I are going to see Justin Bieber live in Montreal.
Oh my God! You go to a concert, fan. That's
I know. I haven't been to a
stadium show though, right?
Yeah, stadium at Bell Center. So it would have probably been
holy
2.5 years, maybe.
Wow.
Since I've been to a show.
Yeah.
And
are you in the seats? Are you in the mosh pit with the 12-year-olds? What are you doing?
No, we got seats. Come on now. I'm too old to be standing.
Come on now.
You know the vibe. We fancy.
I mean.
So we go with our friend Rich.
Very funny.
And it's pretty funny.
Oh, Rich
I love
is
this.
As well.
Yeah. So
Rich is
Old Dicko. So you might know Rich from the episode. What episode was he? Episode 3 of the Relentless Unpacked season 2 of the pod. So Rich does a lot of music videos.
Thank you.
Yeah, Unpacked. I had it written down here, fortunately. So, what's the point? So what happened was it was supposed to come out and be September 14th, 2020, which, no, it wasn't. 2021. Was it 2020? No, it was 2021, which would have been the 10-year... did we buy it beforehand, though? now I'm confused. I swear it was like, basically it was the day that I came to Canada. So it was like and I think it was the 10 year, and the 10 year for me was 2021. So, but why would I buy a ticket? Oh, maybe I bought it in early 2020 when they planned it for that. Either fucking way, I don't remember. It was supposed to be one time, then it kept getting pushed back, obviously, for obvious reasons. So I guess, things are, at least for now,
the Lord is
happening.
The baby Jesus is, aligning you to see,
the goat. So I'm, yeah. Oh, let me run that. The man don't gonna know that. The literal. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
You know the vibes.
It's a different goat every time.
Different goat every time, mate. But so Big's about to go down. I'll let y'all know how that is. I'll give you an in-depth review next week.
Lovely.
So I'm excited for that.
Yes.
What is other personal stuff before we get to all of this shit? Should we touch on before we get to the actual news? So all right, well, another thing, talked about the Yeezys. What was it? TikTok. So I knew you would want to. I said to Nosh, I was like, yo, Dan's going to come back in. Oh, no, I said to Tiff before. I was like, yo, Dan's going to come in. He's like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
I can't believe it.
So what Tiffany's doing right now is working on TikTok content.
No.
So what had happened? We have... and pointing. So there's no pointing and dancing. Neither of that. We have a new member of our team at High Season at our agency, and she's in Florida. Gang, you know the vibes. And she is not a pointer and dancer, but she understands TikTok. She's a little bit older than Dan, so she's sort of like y'all are in the age group. Yeah. But sort of not really at the same time. So yeah, it's wild corny. So what happened? We're just like, all right, fuck it. So the thing about this app, it's known. I was telling Nosh about this the other day. The reason why we didn't fuck with it, one, we thought it was just super corny, even though it was popping off. Like most people were just dancing and everything. I know there are other things, but the things that were really popping off were these really lame ass pointing, dancing, dumb things. Yes. Which is, can you imagine we're trying to? I don't know. It doesn't matter. We did something for hip hop, or we did something for an agent giving social media tips, and we're like, I'm not fucking doing that shit, bro. Like this is no. So we avoided it very strongly. And then on top of that, there's actual documented proof that the app is owned. So basically in China, it's from China. The app was called, used to be called Musical.ly, and then it got changed over. Yes. So there's not VC firms, venture capital firms like here. The government essentially owns a piece of everything. And there's only one or two other sort of more private companies that also probably have government ownership. So the government's got their fingers in everything. And TikTok is one of those things. So the way that the app works, I saw there's an episode of Joe Rogan where there was some sort of tech dude on there, and he was saying, this was a while ago, he's saying he'd never seen anything like it before, about how invasive it is and how deep into your phone that it gets as far as accessing all your contacts and all your information, and it just knows everything about you, unlike any other social media app. So we got it when it sort of first started. We're like, all right, fuck. And I made an account under my name, for the CTMF on there. And I just got it, and I never use it. And then I think the next day deleted it off my phone. And now I've never used it since. And because when we got our iPhone 12s, I guess we're getting a new one this year, so it would have been 2 years, end of 2020. For some fucking reason, you buy an iPhone, but they give you a Samsung tablet. Who the fuck want an Android?
That's weird. That's very weird.
So we're like, okay, we got this tablet, fine. So because we're not Android people, we're like, all right, let's put TikTok on the tablet. We only did that recently, a few months ago, and we didn't even sign into our accounts. Tiff was just trying to understand. We're just trying to understand it. So we go and we just scroll, not logged in, just looking at the For You page, and we're seeing everything you would expect: the dancing, the pointing, the singing, blah blah blah. So we're like, man, I just don't get it. So the other day, I guess since we've been talking to our new team member about it all, and we're like, all right, let's just put all the High Season stuff, all the Instagram reels, just making it. We made an account already. We already had it ages ago too, and signed into it, just put it up there. So we started doing that, and then we're just like, all right, fuck it. And Tiff made the account for BOS, our other podcast, the other day. I logged into my personal one, and she did too. So we're just like, all right, because it's a pain in the ass to even put content on, because you have to put it in a Google Drive, because it's an Android, you can't AirDrop. So then you got to go in there, download everything. Blah, blah, blah. It's a whole fucking ordeal. So then we're just basically re-uploading all of our other content on there now, and just to have a presence, because I know you've been on it, Notion, you've been posting your beat stuff that you do on Instagram anyway.
Yeah.
So, and you told me this ages ago that you were onto it. No, what happened? Oh, moth. Oh, I think it's good luck. No?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Yeah, no, I didn't gurks it. Just I just came out of nowhere like it was gonna attack me.
Little cunt, scary notion.
Baby bot gonna scare the shit out of me.
Don't scare notion.
Sorry, go.
Nah, you're right, mate. So you've been using it. You were the first person, to be honest, who told me that it's more than just pointing and dancing. You were like, there's people talking about, mental health stuff and business things.
Exactly right. I follow chiropractors and psychologists and fucking cunts that can cook and artists. A lot of artists actually, because it's that I bangs with art. But yeah, Uncle Gary V been saying, "Oi, dickhead, don't be a dumb cunt. Just repurpose your content on that platform. Don't miss out. Post 4 a day." I don't do 4 a day because fuck that shit. But I try to do as many as I can a day. I definitely do 1 a day. But just wanted to have a presence on it because it led to a production sale already, and it also just led to awareness. And then a couple of new people found out about that I'm an artist from it. Not that I make beats, or also that I make beats, but yeah. So it's another funnel, and I think it's worthy to be on, and it's good to grab your name if you do have the syncopation between everything, or whatever you call it, synchronicities. What is it? Yeah. Anyway, consistency with the names and the tags, the handles. So yeah, I just wanted to grab it. So it's good. I don't do any pointing or dancing. I'm not prancing and dancing and taking chances. I'm just putting beats on it. I'm just vibing to the music. I'm not doing any finger pointing. I'm doing is pretending that I'm playing the air keyboard, and that's musical. So that's no.
Sounds a bit pointy to me, but
pointy. It's dancing. A little pointy. It's like
pointy for me.
It's like one motion pointy dance.
Just.
If
and
you will.
Then when you move your fingers, the text.
Allow me the one movement, because
That's fine.
If I start pointing and words come up on the thing, then you can tell me.
Then I'll have to check you. Yeah, I'll have to check you.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a TikTok generation. He ain't having it.
No, fuck that.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, no, we need to. Yeah, no. Okay.
So it's interesting, and it's kind of what you're saying though. We only did it because it's they're giving. It just seems like there might be some. We held off for so long, and we just didn't really want to do it. So we're
very surprised when you told me.
Yeah, because you know how I feel about it. We're pretty sure we say it on our other.
It's funny. It's always been funny.
That how much we didn't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit absurd for people like us who own a social media agency and we do a lot of stuff.
Well, I see why. It's just funny that
I still think it's lame, but if it's working and we can make it not lame for the type of shit that we do, then it's sort of
make it not lame.
But then we're trying to approach it because what we noticed is that it's there's hardly any how Instagram, you got to keep a bit of an aesthetic. It's got to look kind of nice. It's this whole sort of thing.
Yeah.
With this, people just fucking put anything. You just don't give a fuck. You don't even get thumbnails. You get to just choose a part of the video. You can't upload a thumbnail.
You can't even upload a thumbnail.
No. You got to put, and it's a moving thumbnail. So you just choose a part of the video that was kind of cool. So I just put, say for my one, I had the 15-second cuts of my music videos. One fuck thing though, for example, right? So my distributor, you gotta fix this shit. But when you put music on, as an artist, you release it, you're supposed to be able to choose the part of the song that you want to be, to start at for TikTok. So maybe that's how people get popular in it, because you choose an interesting part, right? So then for Stay Woke, the part that I happen to have for a clip that we use for the ads, a 15-second for both of the Stay Woke and Let Justice Prevail videos. It was the last 2 lines of the 3rd verse, but the way the song had it was the second verse only, because it's only 1 minute. It restricts it to, and you can't on Reels you can find the whole song is there, and you can just choose that 30 seconds or a minute or whatever. It didn't let me do that, so I couldn't do that for the first video, so I had to sort of find a workaround. But for Let Justice Prevail, I actually was able to sync it up perfectly, so it was okay. But finding that, it was this small little things of this is stupid. Why wouldn't they let you do that when Reels does? So that was kind of annoying. But they're all it's interesting watching it. I went and followed a bunch of people that you were following, Nosh, from my account, because you're following a bunch of the rappers like AAA and 76 and a few people. Then for beer, we just re-upload. Tiff's making some video cuts right now of short vlogs. We do these where to drink craft beer in X city. So she's taking parts of that and just making them into short little vlogs to kind of give the idea, because people like it short and sweet.
Could you repurpose the YouTube clips that they make?
When you say they, what do you mean?
As in, like, could you use? You know how YouTube makes those little, the clips that are just little snippets of your videos. Can you export those and then just chuck them on Tocker?
When YouTube making clips of your videos, you mean? I'm not sure what you're talking about.
YouTube,
like shorts
with the shorts. That's the word I'm looking for.
So you have to make the shorts though. So they
have
don't
to make
do
the
it.
Short.
Yeah.
I thought they kind of predicted a little snippet.
No, so shorts are its own TikTok / Instagram Reels thing. Like it's its own whole thing. You have to upload the shit there. So that's what we're basically little muff. So that's what we're trying to do is like you get the content. Artists or anybody listening can apply all of this. So it's like whatever you make, if you make it, don't use a TikTok watermark because it actually fucks you up on Reels. But if you make it, say in Reels, you can use it for YouTube Shorts and TikTok, and it's a one piece of content across the board. So we're just trying to repurpose all of that stuff, and we're trying to, you see what's popular and you get the popular sounds because there might be things that are funny. I also don't want to do skits. I'm not super interested in that, as in like mouthing the thing. But there might be little funny things you can hear one, and then you could do the thing and make it funny without you having to like act like with a beer can or with like for something. So we're trying to figure it out. It's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Because there seems to be a bunch of opportunity there still, even though it's blowing up. It's already kind of blown up. There's still a lot of opportunity. They give away the reach and the like it's nothing. So it's it's weird. Just wanted to talk about that briefly anyway. Like so you could follow. I'm CTMF, CEETMF, High Season Co, and BAOS podcast on there. So those three are on there, and then Notion Baby.
And Notion Baby, there you go.
You don't have one? No. Good man.
Soon, maybe. Who knows?
You could just
I bet you'll be pointing and dancing and prancing.
I'll be pointing and dancing soon, don't worry.
You better.
I'm still trying to think of what I need to upload on my Instagram. So.
You have to look smart. Maybe you can talk about your bidet on TikTok. You'll be like Bidet Man.
You do bidet reviews.
Man, yeah. Oh, bidet reviews. I need to buy more
bidet reviews.
Bidet
wow.
That'll be amazing.
Just go around
bidets.
Shitting.
Just knock on people's doors and ask if they have a bidet.
Yeah, did you have that? Can I
Daily
can I take a shit?
Can I test it?
Yeah.
That'll be good.
You have to go to a new place every day. It's called Daily Bidets. You go around to a new place every day, take a shit at a new, you know what I mean?
There's a lot of buildings, a lot of units in there. So
like maybe you have to go to if you're regular, you shit at the same time of the day. Personally, morning time ting. That's how most cunts get down. Whatever. I would like to get up, spring chicken early, do the regular routines, and then just dart to the coffee shop, right? Get him to make me a latte. I'll take a fucking sniff of it, not even take a sip, and have to take a snoots.
And then you guys are the same. Exactly the same.
What do you mean?
I do the same thing.
Exactly.
Dude, I don't even drink coffee that even often in the morning. I'll go for a tea first. I'll do my whatever, and then I'll open the tea jar. I'll chuck the bag in, and just even the little waft that comes out of that, I'll be like, okay, cool, that's enough. And I'll kettle a boil. Go handle business, boom, skitty pap, come back, reheat the kettle, chuck it in. It's like one sniff and I'm off. Even tea will sort the pipes out. It's ridiculous. And coffee just does it even a little more efficiently.
I actually should have hit you up before.
Very funny.
Tiff was in the
nasal thing.
It is. I guess it is kind of strange. I had a coffee earlier. This is a lot of shit talk, this podcast.
We just
like
potty mouth.
Probably 33% already.
I love it.
I had a shit, everything. Then I had a coffee, and then Tiff wanted to shower, and I went. Normally I would go before her because I'm coming up for the pod, but she went. I was like, yeah, it's this time. Then it's like as soon as she went in, we've only got one bathroom here. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm gonna fucking go. And I was like pacing, like trying to not. I went to the gym downstairs and did it, but I should have come by. I should have hit you up and been like. I was worried I was going to have to pull my pants down and shit in the lift. I thought, I'm going to...
You should have pulled me. That's amazing.
It was bad.
That's ridiculous.
I feel like I had a bidet opportunity that was just completely missed. It was just like a desperation. I didn't even think about it. I didn't know what to do. It was bad. I need 2 bathrooms, bro. I can't live like this. Anyway.
I love it.
That's a lot of poo. All right, let's move on from the poos. Do you want to talk about your... Hey?
Yeah, no, I said, what an episode. Yeah, go.
Yeah, it's a classic. Do you want to do your stuff and talk about the beats and the mixing and stuff first? Or do you want to come back to that towards the end?
probably towards the end, but it doesn't matter. We can talk about it now. Let's go. Now you mentioned it.
All right.
Yeah, it's just real quick. I got put up like 5 new beats on notionbeats.com. There's a bunch of folders. Click on the Notion Beats folder of the Notion Beats website. There's 174 beats on there, and the bottom 5. I guess the bottom like dozen are fairly new anyway. Anyway, really crack fire productions for anything.
Crack fire.
Have a gaze. Crack fire. Also just finished mixing and mastering the Mighty Rhino. He's a Toronto rapper. He's a longtime client and friend of mine, and it's a really great album. He's got fucking production from Fresh Kills, from myself. There's it's amazing rap features as well. So, like big features like Canadian Juno winner Shad. There's local singers and stuff like that. There's CL, Jenna Nation. There's legendary American rappers AG, Slaughter Rico, Young Bleed. There's a massive posse cut, which I was super proud of getting my hands on. So there's Tragedy Gaddafi, Guilty Simpson, Boneshaw, Thurston Howell III, Fraction, and Ultra Magnus. So there's a mix of American and Canadian artists on that one, and that's Kills production on that one. So that's an absolute monster, punch you in the face, boom bap, ribbity rap song. And yeah, that album is called To Relieve the Sorrow Laden Heart, and it's going to come out, I guess, in the next, like, I'd say month or two. But I just finally finished that. It's just, it's been a 14-song feat, and it's fucking amazing. Super proud to be driving that. And yeah, Mighty Rhino is a fucking fantastic human. So everyone should get around that. But we'll obviously let you know when it comes out.
Fucking boom. All right.
Good
Love
shit.
it.
Something to look forward to.
Fucking
Good
beer.
shit.
Do you know what we didn't even do? Normally we go right into music. I guess we haven't even done that. Let's just check the new music. I didn't really listen to
It is a music podcast after all. I guess we should get to some of it. We just
to a couple
touched
things.
on it now.
Did anyone
Let's dive
listen?
into Paul.
Let's do it. Well, I did listen to the I Know Nigo album.
Yes.
That was great.
It was good.
So Nigo, for people who don't know, is a producer, I believe, but he's Pharrell's business partner. I think he started Bape, and he's Pharrell's business partner in Human Race. So it had great features, really interesting beats. It had like Tyler, ASAP, Rocky. Yeah, Push a few times. ASAP Ferg.
Pharrell himself.
Yeah.
Was on it. Who else? Actually, can we just get up and in?
Yeah, it was a super solid album,
Track
actually.
list.
Yeah, great track list. Super dope. I'm looking at the album here, the list on Hip Hop by the Numbers. Oh, go on, keep talking about this.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's just got Tyler and ASAP. Let me see if we miss. Gunna's on it, Kid Cudi, Teriyaki Boys, who did the fucking Fast and Furious tune. Pop Smoke.
That was it.
Lil Uzi as well.
And Uzi. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, really eclectic album. Why is the cover moving?
Yeah, the cover moves like music.
Wow.
Music.
Oh, that's cool, lit. Look at that. Apple head of the game. As far as like other interesting albums that came out to here, Phife Dawg, they did like a Phife, it's called Forever. I know Fonte was talking about that. He had a bunch to do with it. I did want to check that out, but I neglected to do so. That looks fun. Denzel Curry has one called Melt My Eyes, See Your Future. That's a cool name.
Did you listen to that Nas song? Nas and A$AP Rocky? Came out. I listened to it literally before it came out.
It just dropped? Or was it off the Nigo thing?
No, Wave Gods.
No.
It's a good tune. Very good song. We'll listen to it after the podcast. It's great.
Alright, I'll check it out.
It's good. Sick video as well.
Fuck yeah.
It's great. Yeah.
I guess that'll come up in the thing over here, actually. Let's look at the singles.
Yeah, it should do.
I guess it probably would be. I think I checked it Carpetech. Did I? Or was that last week? I think I usually end up checking stuff after the podcast, which is kind of redundant. Chance is back with another song. Does anyone give a fuck?
Nope.
No, right.
Not happening. I'm just scanning through these here. Is a rapper called Big Baby Gucci. All right.
Nice.
Maybe with that one.
Oh, this one looks interesting. Summer Walker, SZA, and Cardi called No Love Extended. That looks fun. I saw SZA post some like screenshots from it and stuff. She looked great. Yeah. And I like her stuff.
Nice.
Nothing else.
There was a video for the "Come On Let's Go" song by Tyler on the Nigo album, which is cool. Just a cool like eclectic,
straightforward thing.
Yeah, it's nice. It's cool.
There is the one that you're talking about. Not even here. The Nas.
Yeah, very weird.
It's strange.
Very, very strange. But yeah, it's a solid tune, man.
All right, we'll check for that one. But that's it for the music then, I guess. There's not much else going on there this week.
Oh, I listened to Jesus is King again this week.
Did we tell you?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you did. I know I was listening to it on your stem player. But it's fucking sick. Yeah, I was enjoying it so much. I couldn't believe that I wasn't bumping it a lot. Yes. It's such a sick album. Man.
That's what I said to Nosh the other day.
So good.
Tiff started playing the Jesus is Born from the Sunday service folks.
Yes.
Which is just like a gospel version. They do the gospel version.
That's fire.
Yeah,
very, very nice.
So she was listening to that like in the mornings because it was just like a nice, relaxing thing. It's just vibes. And I told her, yo, you should put Jesus King on. She's like, oh, fuck, I forgot about that. So she started putting it on and just playing it around, and I've been loving it. I'm like, I cannot believe I didn't cream over this for
Yeah, same. Like,
it's got to be top 5.
So yeah, 100%.
I don't know what it edged out, but
Close on Sunday. It's a great tune. Like, Follow God is amazing.
Yep.
What else? There's another one with Ty Dolla $ign.
I Use This Gospel is amazing.
Everything We Need.
Yeah,
it's just so good.
We got everything.
Yeah,
it's so fire. Jesus. No, is that one?
No.
Oh,
this is different tune.
I keep forgetting.
But it's got clips on it as well. It's a great album. So sick.
Yeah, it's super, super underrated.
Yeah.
Maybe we could go into depth on our top. Maybe we could have a nice little argument one time, or debate, as it were, on the order of Kanye's albums.
Yes.
I don't know if I've ever done that before. That could be fun.
Yeah, definitely.
So that is good. Definitely highly recommend Jesus King for sure. All right, bit of news then. I guess we'll move into that. We're done pretty good. What are we at? I think we're already at like fucking
40.
Yeah, 46 minutes. Shit.
46,
all right, moving through.
Not bad.
The drummer from Foo Fighters, his name is Taylor Hawkins, passed away in, I think it was in Brazil or in South America somewhere.
Wow.
No, it wasn't. It was Colombia. I'm sorry. He from what I understood, I saw a few articles today, and they're kind of saying that he'd OD'd in the past and he had some drug problems. So probably something to do with that. But I did see it. They said his heart was twice the size of what hearts normally are. So
that's fucking crazy.
I don't know if that's from extended drug use or from some other shit. They were kind of like vague about it, maybe because they just didn't know yet. But they were just saying, hey, he has a history of this shit, and he was doing some serious stuff. From what I saw, like a whole mix, a cocktail of stuff, which is super sad. Yeah, I don't know much about Foo Fighters. I don't know if you guys do, but I know
you don't. Like, I mean, obviously you're a Nirvana fan. You love fucking Davo.
Yeah, but I don't know the Foo Fighters music. Every time I've heard it, I'm like, ugh, it's kind of whack to me.
Oh, because okay, so all right, well, fair enough. So my experience with the Foo Fighters is like honestly, you can't really escape it. They were on the fucking radio everywhere, and if you go to the beach, if you go to parties, like they were on, and I never hated it. I definitely have always been a fan, but I don't really bangs with rock like that. In the fact that I would generally listen to it. I'd be like, you know what? Chuck on the new Foo. Like, that's not what I do.
Right.
That's the kind of music that I would go to a party or a barbecue or go watch the cricket or the footy at some cunt's house, and then it would just be on, and it's totally good. I love it. To the fact that, like, kind of Red Hot Chili Peppers sit in the same category for me. Like, they're just on in the background, and they provide like I was talking to a couple of my mixing friends. And I was telling him, like, the Foo Fighters were like the soundtrack to my life in Australia, whether I liked it or not, during a certain time, because they were incredibly popular and they were everywhere. And it was a beautiful thing because, like, I was always a fan of Nirvana and Dave and everything. It was just like by default a fan of the Foo. And Taylor was good because I saw him on Channel V a lot, which is Australia's Much Music for the Canadian listeners anyway. And like he's just a funny cunt, like, and he was good on the interviews, so I just liked him for the little snippets that I saw. So anyway, yeah, that was just kind of, I mean, it wasn't a super close thing for me anyway. With some celebrities, you feel a certain way, or whatever. But like, it's definitely fucking sad because like I said, there was a certain beach moments and certain parties and shit I went to where they were on, and cunts would be like, Aussies especially see. And Dan, cricket lads and whatever the fuck, just cunts get arm in arm and start singing the song together, and there's that unison and that camaraderie, and the boys are just doing the boys thing. That's what that kind of music represents. So it's sad that he's gone, because he seemed like a solid cunt to so many. And a few friends in like London, Ontario, and like other rappers that have just seen him. They posted photos when they were like 14 when they seen him, and it's just like saying how he's a nice cunt and everything. So it's a, he seems like a good bloke.
That's a shame, man. So yeah, man, great. Well said. Rest in peace to the young man. He's only like 50 or something too, which is fun.
Exactly. Yeah, it's and he has three little chitlins, so that's not fair on the kids. So
that's
definitely feel for the family.
So that's fucked up. On a sort of lighter note, R. Kelly was singing to a girl from jail.
I saw this.
Because her dad was in jail.
Please break it down. This is shocking. What's going on?
Dad was in the same fucking...
Robert needs to stop.
What was it? Same cell? I don't know how it works in jail. Same cell block or ward, whatever it's called. And then I don't know how it happened, but for some reason the dad got R. Kelly to sing to his daughter on the phone.
And someone was
fucking recording it. Yeah. Actually, it's just embarrassing, man. So funny.
So it's kind of wild, I guess. He's out there. You could tell it was him, obviously.
Yeah, you could tell it was him. Great voice, but it's fun.
It's just funny. It's kind of like a weird little thing that he's out here and still trying to get out of jail and get away with all this fuck shit. So
that's fucked up.
It's just kind of funny.
Robert.
Yeah, he's kind of wilding. So that happened. Now, Nosh, you got a couple of things you put down here that I'll let you drive these. If you want to start with Remy Ma and Drink Champs. Oh, before you do, I listened to 2 Chainz on Drink Champs, as you suggested.
Oh, good.
Never heard him speak at length before.
No,
because I've been such like not really a fan of his stuff, and I just didn't really care. But I always appreciated him though, because he kind of got big at an older age and like Griselda and stuff. So those dudes, I think it's great. There's a maturity, I'm angry with that. There's a maturity that comes with it. He had some great things to say. Even just I don't know. I liked him. Everything you said, I was like, I get it. So
cool.
Yeah, it was a really good episode. So I'd love to tell us about Remy Ma.
So Remy Ma was on there. It's a regular 3-hour plus long episode. She's a well-spoken young lady. She talks about a whole bunch of crazy shit. She goes into talking about a rap battle league she's doing.
Yes,
it's called women, right? Chrome 23. Yeah, it's gonna be women only initially, and then they'll branch out after a little bit. Just how verses started off small, and then they're doing fucking full-blown events. Yeah. So it'll be like that. They'll start off, basic and stick to the brand and stick to the mission, and then branch out. That sounds really cool because she mentioned a bunch of battle MCs. I have no fucking recollection, but she said everyone was deadly. That was a quote. Everyone was like, it's super nice, and that was really cool to see that she's just bossing up the women and just letting them fucking shine. It's just sick. Sounds like it's gonna be a great thing to watch. So I'm down as fuck for that.
Oh yeah.
She talks about entitlement with business life as friends and people from jail and her past ask for handouts and things. She talks about weed products. She's branched into the cannabis industry, so she's got a company called Pussy Charms, and there's her product is amazing. The bag of weed that you sell it in, that's airtight Ziploc kind of thing, but it looks like a vagina, and you have to open it, and you're basically opening it from the center, and you have to sniff it. So it's that's a whole thing. It's very, very funny to watch her explain that. She has a couple good stories about the Annie Up story, because she's on the remix. She talks about Terror Squad and Nicki Minaj and a couple other things, but it's good, man. Fuck.
What was the weed strain called?
Today. Pussy Charms.
Yeah, he's looking for that. Dad's just looking for it. I want to see if there's a photo. Okay, sick. So that one's worth listening to. Okay.
It's definitely, it was good for sure.
I saw the clip you were talking about with the where she was talking about she got on the remix of Annie Up for free or something like that because she wanted that, and that helped put her on.
Exactly. Yeah, very cool story. And then Nori said that at the start of the episode, half of the questions were from Fat Joe and the other half were from Papoose. Nori said that he asked those two blokes for questions for Remy because he wanted to have something proper to ask. And she works super closely with Fat Joe, and she's married to Papoose, so he asked them both like, what should I ask this lady? And it's really good. So
okay, very cool.
Decent.
I'm definitely gonna check for that.
Decent.
So speaking of Remy, so now she's what's this? It's got Remy versus Doja. They had a Twitter war.
Yeah, I clicked on Hip Hop DX before we jumped on air here, and there was the title says Remy Ma sparks Twitter war after she says Doja Cat isn't a rapper. So I guess yeah.
I mean, that's
pretty
it. Patently untrue, but
interesting.
Yeah,
maybe because Remy's a battle rap type of person, it's not really.
Here's a quote here. Yeah, that's the point. She's definitely old school. She goes, "Oh, I didn't hear that part, so I fell asleep on the couch because the sun comes in my place, and man's just."
It's from Do Temps.
There is a clip that I didn't actually was not awake to see. And she says, this is from the interview, quote, "I don't think she's a rapper. Let's be clear with that. They put her in the category, I don't think she's a rapper, but she makes dope records, and I think she's dope." But she's basically saying she's not a rapper, because I think she trying to say, she's more pop than rap.
Yeah.
I hear it, though.
I have to go skim back to that episode, because I fully fell asleep.
Let's be clear with that. They put her in a rapper category. I don't think she's a rapper, but she makes dope records, and I think she's dope. That's what's up. I'll go with Doja.
Okay. So she said it was just more because of the pop stuff. She's not a rapper, so I mean, I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
See, the headline is fucking bait ads. Remy Ma sparks Twitter war. It's like they use the word war. It's like, dude, don't even Twitter and the word war shouldn't be in the same sentence. That's fucking really bad.
I'm not even seeing. Yeah, it's a little bit of a boot. You're right, because there's not even a response from Doja Cat here. She didn't say anything.
Yeah, no,
if anything, it's a compliment.
Yeah, she didn't respond because there's nothing to respond to.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Silly.
Shame on me. Shame on Hip Hop DX. That's not cool.
Yeah, to talk
pussy clutching that.
Definitely a pussy clutch ting. So speaking of beef, the game reignites beef with 50 Cent. Your rap career. This is what he is. He's called your rap career died with them lollipop strap tank tops.
Goodness.
Okay. But, you want to do that with a little air horn to let the man them know? You know what I'm saying?
What? Sure.
Okay, so this is what he said on. Hang on. Hang on, let me stop this in case it was some music. I thought he was going to say something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So 50. Oh, this is what happened was. So it was a post on the Shade Room where 50 posted the game being snubbed by Jimmy Iovine somehow. So let me see. So I guess he's just I guess he walked past him. He didn't say nothing.
There's reaching for news.
Oh, Jimmy Iovine just walked right past him when he talked to somebody else. Okay. Then 50 said, "Lol, the man didn't even look at him. Get this guy out of here." 50 wrote the records. And then Game responded, "I ain't even see Mr. Burns, and if you wrote my records right, you won today and put it out. Your rap career died with the lollipop strap tank tops. You were an actor, and that's why you ran to TV. Give us season 2 of that Tommy bullshit and leave this rap shit to people who can spell correctly and actually got bars, goofy."
Wow.
Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, wow. And then he said, I don't know where this was from. He said, "Hit Swiss," and this is continuing, maybe it's another comment. "Hit Swiss and Timberland ASAP and stop running from this verses. Oh, and tell your girl stay out my DMs. If she don't want her man overweight, fat as fuck, hanging upside down like a rotisserie chicken at the Super Bowl, come to the Numinati." I don't know what that is. Okay.
Wow. What's the Numinati, Dan?
Yeah, I don't know. It's an Insta app. What is that?
Maybe it's a...
Let's check this Insta. Come to the... What's this Cuban link to?
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I'm seeing that shit. I don't know who Cuban Link is. She looks like some girl.
Maybe that's just his thing. Maybe it's 50 Cent. The Illuminati. Here we go.
Yeah, okay. So anyway, that's all they were just beefing about. It was only because 50 started it because that's what 50 does.
Oh, so the Illuminati is something to do with... Oh, so that's the channel that uploaded the Easy music video. That's the only thing it's got.
Oh.
That's the
Oh, so maybe it's his like label or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very weird.
Good for him. All right.
Okay.
Very cool.
Cool. Fair enough.
So there's a bit of that.
Fair enough.
Oh, cool. I guess that's everything
Go
that
for
we
it.
had
Cool.
here. Was there anything else we wanted to touch on, or we can get to Dan's questions? Wow, we did good. I thought we would have gone for so an hour exactly.
Not bad.
Yeah, we're good, mate. Let's
All right.
fucking dive in, eh?
Question it up because I thought about. I think the first time you went here again, I was like, oh, should we try and do something?
Mm-hmm.
But then,
Yo, I tell you what.
You know how Dan do it.
If you don't, if they've, if you're short of questions at any point, you know what I fucking did? There was the episode of Drink Champs with the game on it, and they have their thing that I think it's called Quick
Timer Slime.
Quick Timer Slime, boom. And so Nori there was a bunch, like there was 15 questions I wrote down about like maybe 11 or 12. So I can chuck this into a note for later, or if you want to chuck a couple out, it's like a pick great. 101, right? So I've got like a bunch we can just keep in the tuck for.
Could you
whenever.
please do that and just put it at the top of the note, or send it to Dan or whatever, and he can add it to his stats because you've got your own. Yeah, if you've got it, because Dan's got
What's it called? Quick Time with Slime.
Quick Time with Slime. Yeah, it's like slime. The way they describe it on when they explain it to people drives me fucking crazy. They're so bad at describing what the Quick Time with Slime is, and I'm like, they keep and like probably 80% of the time they guess like what do you hang on? So what? I'm picking it based on what? Like they basically say Dre or Snoop, and then they have to say, but the whole point is that you make up your own context to it. You just got to say which one you like more.
Yeah.
And if you can't decide and you say either, oh, I hate both of them, so neither, or I love both of them, so both, you have to take a shot. So they try to make you.
Oh, okay.
And the idea is if there's like
more shots,
10 to 20 questions in a short. The thing is, it's never a short amount of time because Noriega just can't shut up, and people are so.
No. Tangents.
Wow. The audio's did it unplug? The audio's dead.
No, there's nothing unplugged here. The black one, right?
Yeah.
No, it's not unplugged.
Okay, so something's wrong with the microphone. It's dead, so I lost all the audio. So we'll have to rip it from here. Motherfucker. I don't understand. So, okay. Dan, let's run with the questions. And but anyway, we'll do it. Dan does it better. Dan explains the question.
Here we go.
Nori. No shade to Nori.
I'm like Nori. I'm better than Nori.
Come on.
Okay, here we go. First one. Cool. Rank these artists. Okay, it's interesting that the game was here.
I'll get my pencil and pad out here.
Go on. Okay.
Okay.
Kid Cudi, Dr. Dre, The Game, 50 Cent.
That's such a weird mix of people.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going on here.
I know, right?
Dre, Game, 50, Cudi.
Yes. Oh, is that
oh
your
my
order?
God. Facts, yeah.
That's your order?
Agreed.
Dre, Game, 50, Cudi.
Yeah. I'm never been a big fan of 50 and Cudi. I have nothing against the gentleman. His music does not speak to me in any shape or form.
Same. He would be bottom for me. He would be bottom for me as well.
But I have no problem with him at all. Like I think he seems like
cool.
a lovely guy.
It's cool.
I'm 50-50 on swapping Game and 50 around.
Oh, ew, why?
I might go like Dre 50 Game. I don't know. Maybe because I like.
There you go.
Maybe I need to think about this thing. No, but like. If I listen to the documentary or anything like that, I'll lose my mind. It's really fucking fire. So,
do you know what it is, man? It's all about what impacted you more, and everyone's different. So, like, we re-listened to Get Rich or Die Trying recently, and I was like, I don't know if you were here when we did it or whatever. I remember telling y'all, maybe it was on here. I was like, I didn't really fuck with it that much. Like, it was just annoying to me.
Yeah, it's not as good as I remember either. I think I might stick with the initial.
Yeah, and it was just, but if you were like heavy on that shit when it came out and you listened to 50 and he changed your world, like to me I wasn't the type of stuff I was listening to. Like Tiff knows the words to all that stuff. I think you do too. Like I don't know lyrics to anything 50 at all ever.
Wow.
Like maybe in the club because I heard it 800,000 times, but I bought the album, but I don't know 50 songs like that. I just don't. So the Game, like the documentary, I bumped a lot, and in all of his catalog. To be honest,
the production was better. The production was better on Game Records.
I think he did really well. It was just interesting.
He had Timbaland, he had Dre, he had Just Blaze, he had so many fucking absolute legends. Kanye, obviously, Dreams and shit. Wow. Yeah, so many boom booms. He's got an upper for sure.
Yeah. So what would you put?
I'd only be like, for me, it's tough between Dre and 50, but they'd definitely be the first two, and it'd be the Game and Cudi.
Okay.
But I think maybe 50 Dre, Game Cudi.
Damn, interesting.
I think.
That's fair. See, I like that though.
That's what I'd do.
Okay.
Next one. Cool. So out of you two, I'm going to give you a list of different duos. I don't think they're like official, but they've done a lot of songs together.
Okay.
And you guys have to select one another who would be the best third member of the group.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes. Got it.
So I say the duo, and then after three, you either say Notion, or Notion will say you, or you'll say yourself.
Oh, I see.
Who will be the best third member of the group? You hear that? Yeah.
So
Cool. So, Tyler and ASAP.
Based off what you've said on previous episodes, I know what I'm going to say.
Okay.
So we do 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Me.
Oh.
Remind me why, Nosh?
Because we had Tyler come up before, and then you said I would do
It was
that.
on Future, because I think you do like harder raps, but
and a little more weirdly creative, but like ASAP for you because of the drip.
And he's got more of a consistent flow, whereas Tyler switches his up more, which reminds me of you. So I feel like
got the task, if I had the task to rap about the drip and the high fashion, dude, I'd absolutely fucking slating. I just don't do that by default, which is why you fall into that category easier. But like, I fit in more with the Tyler creative, random, weird cunt, fucking, vibes. I think that's why I said me, because I fit more with Tyler than that. And then also, like, you're more complex rapping wise than ASAP. Like, you only align with ASAP because of the drip. So that's why I said me.
I think he's cool. But yeah, okay. It probably is you, actually, is the answer for this one.
You're also cool too. But like, I just think, like, realistically, that's a better match for No Doggy.
Okay, I like that.
On,
okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No,
that's fair.
No need for that. I love it.
All right. Next duo, Skepta and ASAP.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
No.
Easy.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Go on. Argue your cases.
Well, let Red stop choking. Probably, I would say Nosh, just because I guess we were just saying that Nosh might fit in with. I know like Rocky was with Tyler, so like, and I guess Skepta makes kind of harder music because a lot of his stuff is like, he's kind of like he's like a grime dude primarily, no?
Yeah.
So like grime therefore is a little bit like consistent bangers, and I don't know, I feel like Nosh would fit in well with that. I mean, I could too, but I don't know. I reckon Nosh.
What up? The only reason I said you is because like you would fit on the kind of beats that it was Skepta, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the beat you would like see would rap on the most random beats that Skepta would bring up that I maybe would be a little bit like, that's not exactly as emotional as I want to spit it, or like doesn't have the soul element that I want, whatever. Like, for example, he's rapped over the trip hop stuff and all the glitch hop and all the fucking other random beats that sometimes I would, maybe pass on. So that's why the production choice was the reason why I said you more so than me, because also ASAP you align more, like I said in the last one, but production wise is why I chose Skepta and for you.
Okay, good answer.
Fair.
I like it.
Okay, cool. Next one, Drake and Future.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ooh, hang on a second here.
Hang on a second.
Yeah, a little bit of ponder.
Ooh, see, this is hard, man. This one's actually hard, and I've got two. It's like I'm playing chess in my head. I've got like 4 things, and 2 of them I'm happy with. I'm just like, give me a second.
You have to remember that these artists are very different when they're together. I feel like Tyler is very different when he makes a song with ASAP than his whole discography.
Yeah.
I think Skepta is very different as well when he makes a song with ASAP. I think both Drake and Future are very different on a joint song than their individual projects as well.
Yeah.
So.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. I'm settled down. Now that you've defined that a little more for me, you've narrowed the margin, and I'm happy.
I hear you. All right.
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Me.
Safe easy.
Oh,
finally.
Okay. There we go. There you go. Why is that?
Because I think overall, C-Feezy's more down with the mumble rap element than I would be, and I think you'd make it work on the verses and come with that hardness pause. That's the weirdest thing ever.
Come with the hardness.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, dude, imagine if I didn't pause that. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I just think like I would be so down for a feature on 2 or 3 songs, but I couldn't do a whole thing with these blokes. I think you'd be more the right pick, C-Feezy. That'd be just like, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I think I'd just be able to deal with the future stuff more. I think you just hate it more.
I think so, yeah.
Depends.
Maybe if I met the cunt and he's like super dope, but he's he smokes mad trees or whatever. Like we get on a level. It depends, and I might get his shit more. But at this point, I definitely think C-Feezy would be a better opponent.
You could come through with a Life's Good verse, Life's Good level verse.
Yeah, dude, I'll jump on whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. And the final one of this one, J. Cole and 21 Savage.
Okay. Okay.
Because I think 21 is absolutely terrible, but on a song with J. Cole, he just transforms and he just becomes this. He can rap all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Which is very weird. And it just goes really well.
Good energy.
Good energy, exactly.
People. Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Me.
No stone.
Oh, nice. Here we go.
I feel like honestly, this one could very easily go either way, though. Like
That's true.
Because we both align very strongly with Cole in a lot of ways, but we both have a strong distaste for 21.
Mm-hmm.
But say like, what's the one?
How moldable is he, and how good is the fit between Cole and you, and then Cole and me?
Yeah, that is an interesting question. I feel like it could kind of go either way. It's probably closer to you though, if I think about it. I just thought you hated. Basically, for me, the decision was I thought you hated.
How much do I hate?
How much you hate 21 Savage? I feel like I'm just more. Yeah, I'm just more willing to work with a variety of people in a different sound than you typically are. Doesn't mean you're not. It's just typically speaking. No. I think that would be the only reason why.
Okay, that's fair. With 21 Savage, I would, as long as he's like, super cool and down to get like creative and do fun shit, and he's like, can take direction well and is down to his shit, then that is a game changer. And then the reason why I edge you out on Cole is because of the production element that I have, and that. So that's the only reason why I would say that.
Okay, that makes sense.
But then when 21 jumps on, I've heard good 21 features, to be fair. The sneaking thing with Drake, the songs with J. Cole. He just turns like he can. He's a very weird artist. I think he's pretty bad, but then he's just sometimes he can just produce such a great feature, and it's very weird, very very weird.
Yeah, I guess he got a cool voice and
he's got a cool voice, and on certain instrumentals it sounds sick. I don't know. Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway, and this one, controversial opinions.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Oh, mate.
Are you fucking ready?
Just fucking get done up here.
Are you fucking mad?
Are you mad? All right, the first one. Stillmatic is better than Illmatic.
I mean, it's plausibly untrue, or what's the word? That's not it. It's like abundantly untrue.
Huffing. What is it? Chrome? What is it? Chroming? You sniffing paint, cunt.
It's a very different album. Obviously, it's like 7. I think it was Stillmatic was 2001 or 2000. 2001.
A long time.
2001. So it was like 7 years. Different.
Completely different.
Production's different. Nas is in a different place.
Nas is a different person.
He's like essentially a legend almost at that point. With that type of thing, I think it just means. I feel like, you know what? There's no skips on Illmatic, and there's skips on Stillmatic. So
that's
really all it comes down to.
Sure. Yeah. Classic is minimal skips.
Minimal to no skips.
None at all.
And the only one I would skip on Illmatic is the intro because there's no song really there.
Nothing going on there yet.
It's just a skip. So,
exactly.
Yes.
Fair enough.
That's the scene, which is very important, but it's not a song or worthy of a fucking, anything like that.
Exactly, it's kind of annoying to listen to.
Cool.
Yeah, fully.
Okay.
Remember the song Mercy? Pusha,
Yes.
Kanye, 21.
Yeah, sure, I know
I mean,
that.
2 Chainz,
Lamborghini Mercy.
That tune,
That's
yes.
2 Chainz.
Yeah.
Yes. 2 Chainz has the best song, best verse on Mercy.
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
Like that. Oh, true.
yeah, boy. He's a fucking mad cunt.
It's very entertaining verse.
His verse is
He's
fucking
out of
sick.
control, man.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Who else was on it? Remind me.
Here we go. Let me put it up here.
Did you say it was Push?
Pusha is on there.
See, like no one out raps Pusha. That's the
Not
thing.
much.
Here we go. Big Sean, Pusha T, Kanye West, and 2 Chainz.
Okay. Can you just give maybe the couple entry, the first bar or two from each verse?
Should I go on Genius and we can get the lyrics?
Got a lyric right there, got.
Oh, here we go.
It's not Genius, I guess, but it'll do. So this is not even separating
actually,
who's
no,
who.
Genius
Genius.
is there.
Yeah.
Genius is there.
Just so I can remember, I would say overall, like neither of us were mad at it, so that was interesting.
Okay.
So Big Sean, drop it to the flow, make that ass shit.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's not great.
That one wasn't that good.
That's like whatever, because it's like it's Sean fucking around.
Big Sean. Okay, Pusha T. Yeah.
It's prime time.
I'm gonna tap back in this pimp game. How?
Okay.
He was sick. Pusha T's sick.
Yeah, but not super memorable.
Kanye. Oh yeah, let the suicide doors up. I threw suicides on the tour bus. Yeah. That's cool. And then I actually think wait. Yeah, this is it here. Here we go. Okay, now catch up to my campaign. Coop color of mayonnaise and drunken high at the same time, drinking champagne off the airplane. Now I think his is best. I can't lie. I think 2 Chainz is the best verse.
Yeah, you probably.
Like
yeah.
Funny. Beat it up like a Rampage. Good UFC reference. 100 bands, coach girl. I love it.
Okay, we can give that to him. Pause.
I'm giving that to 2 Chainz.
Pause.
Yeah, he's a funny cunt.
Just slamming it.
Slamming it.
Just giving it to him.
Just giving it to him.
Just fucking slamming it.
Just fucking ramming it, cunt. All right.
Pals. I'm gonna make it. That's a new sound effect. Pals. I'll make some like DJ stutters. Yeah, I love it.
Okay.
Next one. Flower Boy and Igor are amazing albums, but the rest of Tyler's discography is trash.
It's not fair.
No, that's not true. I really like Goblin was cool.
I don't think it's true at all. I think
Wolf was the second one. Right?
I think Goblin might be his best. And I think
you should watch your mouth.
Mm-hmm, I agree.
Please.
I agree.
Thank you very much.
I think that he's on the verge of like a Kanye type of career. If he over time keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Where he's just got each album is so different and so like individual that obviously there wasn't the same status or stature of him, but as Kanye to even really compare it, but it's the same thing where every album is it's a whole different vibe to it. Mm-hmm. It's just because he produces most of it, I think, as well.
Yeah, he produces like all of it, I think. Yeah.
So like, I don't know, man. You gotta show respect where it's due. Like,
I hear you.
Yeah, I think that's untrue.
Untrue, I agree.
Patently, I think that's the word I was looking for. Patently untrue. It's a weird saying, anyway.
Oh yeah.
Probably just get one.
Okay, here we go. Food and Liquor by Lupe Fiasco is top 3 rap albums of all time.
No. It's great,
but it's amazing.
Not. Yeah.
Just no.
There's like it's not even in the same. No.
It's incredible, but it's not in the top 3. That's all.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's top 20 for me. And the thing is, you got to like everything. There is no way to have this conversation objectively. Like it's inherently a subjective conversation.
Yeah,
so it's like if that album changed your life, or if you were like the right age. You know what the thing is? The reason why we fucking stuck on the music we're stuck on, I think it's like during your teenage years.
It's formative.
Yeah, like during your teenage years, that shit that you listen to when music is everything, it defines who you are because that's how people define themselves when they're young. Like that shit, you never get past it. Yeah, like you can't tell me that anything that anyone did in the 2000s is better than Doggy Style or Chronic or Illmatic or whatever the fuck. It's just
also us being fucking artists, MCs, fucking producers and everything, we listened to things in a different way. We held on to things in a different way because we liked certain things that other cunts didn't. Exactly. So like, we have different reasons for our attachments too, because like, Dipset, Kanye, You know what I'm saying? Like the whole Rockefeller, the whole fucking, it's the whole Def Jam, Rockefeller, Death Row, fucking who else was?
I know what you mean. All the different crews. I can't even.
You know what I'm saying? Like all those so Def, like this cunts like that, just like during those, just
Bad Boy,
you know, shaped as cunt. Bad Boy, boom, all of it. So
yeah,
you know,
it
hits different when you're creating it and stuff like that. But like, yeah, that is it's a big things right there.
Yeah, and it's incorrect. Is that you agree?
I've never listened to it.
Okay,
I found this pretty.
You should check it for sure.
Okay.
Do you like Lupe?
Yeah, I like Lupe. Okay. Yeah, I really like Lupe actually.
I think that one and the Cool, the first two albums are pretty dope.
Okay.
Yeah. Lupe definitely helped me sharpen the sword paws, like, you know, the pen game, and, you know, he's definitely he's essential to MCs. But, you know, I don't know how highly I would rate that unless I listen to it again and it fucking punches me in the head top and I'll like eat my sock and like come back next week saying I'm so sorry. But
maybe you should.
Maybe we
all should.
You know what? Fucking should, cunt.
Because you had homework the time before last, and I think you had to listen.
I could probably wrap a lot of it because I did kick push, I did pedal push about you know, biking essentially, like BMXing and riding. Isn't that funny? Like I wasn't even fucking
into it like that.
Anyway,
a little bit.
That's crazy. Yeah, well, I was, but I just didn't. Yeah, I made that good little flip on it when kick push was huge. I made pedal push, and that was on my was that World Domination mixtape 2008?
I think it was the second one. Yeah.
Yeah. So like Lupe definitely, like, you know, I definitely listened to all his freestyles and shit, and like he was a influence of the pen for me. But I don't know how highly I'd rate that. I definitely want to revisit that, and we'll talk about it next week if you want. Put it as like a dot point.
Yeah, I'll be down. I'll be down to listen to that. So then the time before, so you listened to Big L, then we told you to listen to Dan, to listen to
Big Pun.
No, you already did that.
Yeah.
Then the time before then you were off for a couple of weeks. We said listen to Mobb Deep, Hell on Earth, and Fat Joe Don.
I listened to. I'm gonna need to listen to it again. I listened to Hell on Earth, but Hell on Earth was decent. It was good.
Go back and check it out and see. It might not hit as much, and then we can check Lupe in the meantime as well. I'll be actually curious about that.
You're right. I have a couple more.
Okay.
Pop Smoke is overrated.
I don't want to be, you know, obviously disrespect the dead, but yeah, I think so. I think he got too much props for the level that he achieved. He didn't have enough time. He just didn't have enough time. It's not fair. Same kind of thing. It's not quite the same as Big because he didn't even get to live for his first album to come out. But they went and put music out for him, kind of tarnishing the legacy. He didn't he might not have wanted it like that, the way that they did it. And I feel like I heard a whole podcast series on how he came up. I think he seemed like a cool fucking guy. Yeah. Like putting people on. He put 5-year on and stuff. But I think the amount of props he got is probably a little outweighs the achievements that he had the time to do.
There was this joke on Twitter about Fivio Foreign because he always called Pop Smoke his older brother, but Pop Smoke is like 20 and Fivio is like 30.
Oh,
and everyone's like, "What the fuck are you calling your older brother?"
That is kind of weird.
But I agree. I think he's overrated personally.
You think so? Really?
Yeah, I can't listen to him that much anymore. It sounds so.
It's like played out, right?
It's played out. It's played out.
Reminds me of Biggie.
I can't listen to
people ruined it.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Do you think the same notion? Then?
I did essentially, yeah. Like I don't hear it as much as I guess it sounds like you guys have. Yeah, I don't know. Not really much to say. I've only heard I think like 2 songs.
Then whatever.
Then you're right.
Like really genuinely no idea.
Okay.
So, the Dior song and then the second follow-up single, whatever that was. So
okay.
Yeah.
Final one. Late Registration and College Dropout are both better than My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
I don't think so.
I personally disagree.
Yeah.
There's an argument for College Dropout, I think.
Yeah, but it's more like, I think I'm so biased, and I know you probably are too, but as far as College Dropout and what it did for that part of our lives, but...
No, but that's the same with me. Mine's just more of a bias than anything. Mine's for College Dropout.
Right.
Mine's more of a bias.
But that's what it is. I also can acknowledge that Fantasy is probably a better album. Technically, the raps, the singing, the orchestration, the rollout with the mini movie that even predated Lemonade, all that shit. I don't know if you can really say, but I just like have to say that College Dropout is better. But I think Late Registration I think it was great, but I think it's got a couple of skips on there. To be honest, the same as Graduation. So basically, a lot of Kanye stuff moving from there. I think, aside from the skits, because I heard them too many times, I don't think really College Dropout has any skips. But
no,
the other albums do for me. Like ones I just never liked at all. Like I never liked Champion or
Sure.
Or
it's okay. Just got smashed on the radio.
I Wonder. I didn't like that song either.
It's okay. No.
Shit like that. Like I didn't love Drunken Hot Girls. Things like that. Like a lot of Late Registration and say even Graduation. Like this is just a bunch of I just never fucked with.
Yeah.
So I think but Fantasy is no skips as well.
Yep.
I think anyway.
Straight up.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I can't think of one song I'd be like, I don't want to hear that right
Love it.
It's just like an interesting era of Kanye. So
yeah.
All
right, that's me done.
That was it? Nice.
That's me done.
All right, boys. 125.
125.
Good timing.
Not bad at all.
Mads are back in the building. So let's just take this the thumbnail and then we'll do the rappity wrap up.
Cool.
All right. Hold up. Oh, that's a good one. Ready? Stunning. Nosh, where can everyone find you online? You crazy cunt.
Fucking, mate, get your googs out at Notion Baby on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. At Illnote Studios on Instagram and Facebook. NotionBeats.com. In the Notion Beats folder, some new ones. Fucking have a listen, mate. Holla at your boy. Get a dog up you, mate.
Nice.
Basically.
Good on you.
Dan?
Hi, Dan Johnson on Instagram and Twitter. What else have I got? HTFGXMING on Instagram. I haven't uploaded in a long time, but I'm rebranding. Just thinking of different ways to change. I need to. I'm thinking of changing to more of a news outlet than just video game gameplay. You know, I'm a bit bored of
talking that shit.
Yeah, well, talking shit related to games. So check that out. Stay tuned. Watch the space. What about you?
Love it. You can get me at CEEFOR on Instagram and Twitter, and CTMF on Facebook and now TikTok. Follow the Mad Dem, pointing and dancing soon come. You know the vibes. If you guys enjoyed the episode, mate, smash the thumbs up. Hit subscribe below, hit the notification bell. Ding! So you know when the new drops. Follow us on social media at The Movement Fam everywhere. We launch these episodes at 8 p.m. every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern. And fuck, man. Behave yourselves. Have a lovely week. Get a dog up ya. Get a
wolf.
One wolf for good luck.
Get a sheep up ya.
Get 4 dogs.
3 sheeps.
3 sheep, mate.
3
Maybe
sheep,
a goat.
4 dogs.
4 dogs. 3 sheep, cunt.
4 dogs.
4 dogs.
Wolf.
You're a cunt, mate. You're a dog. Dogs.
Yipper, yeah, yo, you're
a dog. Get a dog.
Yeah.
You're
a stinking dog.